Backyard chicken farming is not uncommon in Newtown. It's a relatively simple production, say those who raise chickens. Susan White has been keeping chickens for several years and calls all of her chickens Helens, as inspired by an older friend who called all of her chickens Helens. Properly trained pets can live harmoniously with chickens. The Whites' 4 dogs know not to bother the Helens. Okay, so if no one's home or at night, this is where they come in to roost.
And they'll go right inside and go sit up on the...
Here's their chicken coop.
And it's wired all the way around, so no one, there's wire even underneath, so no one can dig in.
And there's even wire on top to keep hawks out, I assume.
And raccoons.
And do you bury this wire fence?
Yeah, we put the wire down first before we built the house.
Okay. How old are these chickens?
These guys are about 2.5.
Okay, 2.5-year-old chickens, so they're all laying at this point.
Yes.
What age do they start laying?
They'll start at about 3 to 4 months, I think.
Okay, and they're all enjoying some scraps from the kitchen. Nancy and John Dance and their 2 sons keep a flock of just 3 hens, primarily as pets. Fiona is a rescue chicken who exhibits odd behavior and has a broken foot. She needs special accommodations away from their other 2 chickens who find her peculiarities annoying. This is Fiona's house, which started out as a rabbit hutch. And inside there is a nesting box made just from a crate. Everything's filled with shavings. Very easy to take care of.
See how she's doing that? That's what she does, and that's what annoys the other chickens. See how she's almost like there's flies in front of her?
Yep. When Fiona pecks at the air, the other chickens find this very upsetting.
See? Adele's going to go out.
Here's Adele. Adele lives in the other side of the pen with Egg. So Fiona can visit through the fence with the others, but it's a better situation if this chicken, who's a little different, is on her own. A solidly built chicken coop, such as this one built by Mr. Dance, is a requirement for keeping hens safe. A simple stick acts as a roost within the coop. And it extends over in here, where in this coop, Nancy has made nesting boxes out of Rubbermaid dish pans filled with glitter. Now the Dance family gets enough eggs from just these 3 hens to get them easily through the week, sometimes as many as 16 eggs in a week. Betty Lou Osborne has been keeping chickens for all of her life. Right now, over on Appleberry Farm on Zor Road, she has a flock of 25 hens. The hens are different varieties, and there's also a flock of 12 or 13 guinea hens that are part of the flock here. The guinea hens have their own purpose. They don't lay eggs, but what they do is set up an alarm. Mrs. Osborne's chickens are free-range chickens, and they're allowed to peck and find grubs and worms and all kinds of delicious things all over the farmyard. Inside the hen house, there's a feeder where the hens can peck at grain suspended in the center. And over to the side, there are the nesting boxes where 25 hens are going to produce up to a dozen eggs every single day. Inside the fenced area, a very narrow trail wends its way around the chicken coop and over to the makers of that trail, 20 donkeys. They will willingly send up an alarm, protect the chickens if there's a predator. Inside the chicken coop, 9 nesting boxes are filled with straw, and the floor is covered with a thick layer of litter. 2x4s along the back side of the shed serve as a roosting spot for the chickens when they come in at night. And windows provide some light during the daytime and can easily be closed to keep out predators at night.